Welcome, everybody, to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your host for the show, Dr. Lino Martinez. Oh, yeah.
Kind of introduce what's going on here and
Isabella,
get us
welcome.
started.
Isabel,
So my
welcome
daughter,
back, everybody, to the A Little Less Fear podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Lino Martinez, and this is Stopher Cavins, Psychic Stopher, and we're going to be doing some readings today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for joining us.
heck yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, so I got my oracle cards. Practicing here. These are the oracle cards that I have.
Yeah, those look familiar.
They look familiar because they were recommended by you.
Yeah, that's my all-time favorite deck. And yeah, I did recommend those. And you're getting started on your journey with oracle card reading. I think you're pretty good already too.
I don't know. I think, you know what? I feel like I have more of a connection when I'm reading by myself, one-on-one, but I'm learning how to connect with the cards. And I've only had them for about a month. So, and I use them on the daily. I use them like every morning, especially. Yeah. I'm like, how am I feeling today? You know, I'm like, spirit. But yeah, I'm feeling a better connection with it. And because of that, I really hope to help people, and I hope people can learn that skill too on their own, because I think it's really important for people to connect with their spirit guides.
For sure. Yeah, it's just really just another tool in your toolbox, Lino.
Yeah.
You just add it in there. Yeah, I just want to say hi to everyone coming in. Sunny,
Yeah. Hi, Nirva. Hi,
Intuition.
Sunny. Hi, Anata. Hi, Kristen.
Renata.
Oh, Isabel. Hello.
Yeah, it's awesome to see everyone. My daughter is in here, Isabel.
Hi, daughter Isabel.
I love all the support. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
GGB, what's up?
Jesse, Gigi. Yes, made it.
Love it. Yeah, we're going to be doing some readings. If you guys have questions, we're going to be doing like card readings, psychic readings. No mediumship tonight. We've turned that off. So, or at least I have. And yeah, get your questions in. Just put them in the comments in caps. And then we're going to answer as many as we can.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good question.
A good question. Yeah. So Kristen is asking a question. What exactly is a spirit guide? Can you define it for us? I love that question. That's a wonderful question.
Yeah.
How about we start with you, Stopher, and then I'll give my answer there.
Yeah. So, you know, this is going to sound weird, but my product is always, I don't know. So do I really know? No, I don't know, but I'll tell you what it is for me. Okay. So, because I don't pretend to know how, you know, the spiritual ether or whatever, I don't pretend, you know, I didn't create it. So that's the best thing I can say is I don't know overall. But for me, what I feel, what I know about my connection with my guides, I have 3 guides, and they're basically spirits that I believe 2 of them have lived lives here on Earth, and one of them has only been a spirit or an angel. And basically, they're just with me. I feel like they're assigned to me. One of them I knew while I was here. It's my auntie Deborah. She's in spirit, and she helps me mainly with readings and some of the spirit, you know, navigating the spiritual stuff. But basically, they're there to guide you. My guides have different kind of, you know, things they help me with. You know, one is a little bit more with like protecting my energy, and you know, I call her my bouncer. The other one is a little bit more for like spiritual support and just kind of guiding me and putting those breadcrumbs down. And then my auntie, who was a tarot card reader when she was here on Earth, she's a little bit more of like a spiritual guide and helps me with readings and confidence and all that stuff. So they all have their place, and that's how it works for me. And they're just connected. They're always around, and they're always helping and doing that, just that guiding. And the cool thing is, and I think I helped you with this in the beginning, Lino, when you were getting in touch with your guides, is you can ask them what their names are. You can ask them what they're there for. You can ask them all kinds of questions, and just like through your meditation, get a lot of guidance and information about, you know, their connection with you. So What do you think, my friend?
Yeah, so I want to continue with that answer because you helped me find one of my spirit guides. So, but before I tell you how I found out who one of my spirit guides are, my understanding of a spirit guide is basically they're here, they're tied to you like a contract, a soul contract to help you for the in this life, through this life. And this is one thing that I really want people to understand, and one thing I wish I knew as a kid. I grew up Catholic, and then now I'm Buddhist, and I'm just very, very spiritual now, and I'm a little more grounded because I'm able to more focus in on the unheard or the heard, however you want to interpret it. But as far as my understanding, so we've got our contracts with our spirit guides that are here to help us. And one thing that wasn't taught to me growing up is that you can ask these angels or spirit guides for help. I mean, this whole time I was always just praying and praying, like, help me, God, help me, God. But you have to be specific and intentional and be like, I need help from my spirit guides, the person or the entity or the energy that's here with me through this life contract to help me either make it even a small decision. I mean, even if it's like, do I go out today? I'm not really feeling well. You can focus in on that, get yourself focused, tune in, and you'll get a message. And how I found out who one of my spirit guides was, actually, Stopher had told me, you can ask your spirit guides, who is your spirit guide? So through meditation, I first saw when I connected, I saged my room, I cleared the energies, had my candles on, and I had the meditation pose. And make sure you always have your back completely straight when you meditate, because we're like satellites. And when you're completely satellite, all your chakras are more likely to be aligned that way. And you're just kind of giving it also respect and full on undivided attention. So I asked my spirit guide, who's my spirit guide? And then and I saw an image, kind of like a memory. That's the only way I can explain it. Like a memory of Mel's Diner, which is a restaurant, like a hamburger spot out here in LA. And I was like, Mel's Diner. I was like, why am I seeing that? I was like, Mel? And I was like, your name is Mel? And then all of a sudden I had a memory of Elvin and the Chipmunks. And I heard one of the chipmunks as a memory in my mind. It said Elvin. And I was like, Melvin? And then I was like, your name is Melvin? And then I started laughing because I realized that was correct. So your feelings and your emotions will tell you if you're on the right track. I hope that answers you, Kristen, as far as what a spirit guide is.
Yeah, I think that was. I think we tag team that.
Totally. So Nerva has a question. Do Nirva, yeah?
Nibra.
Nibra, I'm sorry. Do my guides or angels have any messages the next 3 months? You mean what's gonna happen in the next 3 months? That's what I'm assuming you mean by that?
Yeah, so let's just tune in for Nivra, and if you want to pull some
Okay,
cards, I'm gonna pull some cards,
sure.
and we'll see if we can get that answered for you, Nivra.
You're welcome, Jesse. You're welcome, Kristen. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
All right, Nivra. When I tune in and the cards I pulled kind of really connect with what I was already kind of picking up on, I'm sensing a lot of independence coming for you in the next 3 months. And I think you will be guided. I think there will be some kind of, I'm getting like a serendipitous kind of breadcrumbs, so it's like follow the breadcrumbs. I think things are going to happen to show you the way towards this independence. So I've got the goddess of the moon, and I've got a man holding a coin. So what this tells me, and it confirms what I was feeling, is there will be, I believe, some independence from a relationship with a male that does hold. I feel like he's holding something kind of over your head, or there is something that may be a codependency for you. It's not necessarily financial, but I feel like there is some kind of codependency. This could be somebody at work. This could be a relationship. This could be family. But I sense a little bit of a pulling away from that situation, and then really stepping into your own independence and empowerment, specifically in whatever situation that is. because there seems to be a little bit of a codependent or a little bit of a connection, maybe a question if you can step out into this on your own. But I see it, and your guides are telling me that now's the time, and they're going to show you these little breadcrumbs, these little things for you to follow. So that's what I got for you. Did you come up with anything, Lino?
No, I haven't, but I can.
I hope that resonates, Nivra. I hope that can kind of help you, maybe give you some guidance or clarity on a situation.
So Nivra, the card that I'm getting for you, and this is all me basically asking your spirit guides for permission to be able to give you an answer based on your question of, do my guides or angels have any messages in the next 3 months? The card that is pulled out for you is called the Observer card. I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like some kind of a fox, and the fox is looking up at the moon with a telescope. And since I don't have these memorized the way Stopher does right now, I'm going to read here what this message is for you. Page 183. Okay. And Stopher, feel free to come in if you feel anything from this message as well.
Will do.
So, Nivra says working to be more independent.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that. So just know that that's coming. You're going to be given some help in being shown that path.
Yeah. So speaking of that path, Nivra, what I'm reading here with the Observer card is that it's basically about being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. You could be assured that you are ready for anything right now. Wow, that's great. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin, which makes sense, which is why you're asking that question. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So it sounds like there's definitely something in the works coming in.
Yeah, I love it. I love that message for you, Nivra.
Yeah, this is great.
All right. I hope that helps. Welcome, Rosemary. Amy Rosemary.
Yeah, the next question we have is from Rosemary. Actually, one moment. I think we missed a question.
Yeah, we don't have to go in order, but if you want to go back.
Yeah, I do want to go back. So the next question came with from Anata Akonwa. Her question is, will my completed screenplay be successful?
All right. So I'm already, because I saw this question earlier and I was getting some hits on it.
Excellent. Okay, great. Thank you.
Give me just a second with that, Anata. You're welcome, Nivra, for sure.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the short answer is yes, it will be successful. And I think it will be successful not just on a personal level. I think it will actually be measured in success for, like, I think generally speaking, if that makes sense to you, because we all measure what is successful. But I think a lot of people would consider what's going to happen with this a success, including yourself, as far as hitting your goals with it. But I do feel like there's timing is going to be everything with this, because I'm hearing like timing. And I think a sooner timeline than a longer one is going to be advantageous for you. I also think there might be a format change, or doesn't feel like a complete change. Maybe like just kind of like a blending of formats, or maybe it's a little different than you expect. So where if it's meant to be, on like a platform, like let's say YouTube or whatever, it might be on a different platform, or it just might go, onto stage or something like that. So just just kind of look and be open with that. And then timing. I think getting there and getting this thing ready is sooner than later is going to be beneficial. But yes, at the end of the day, success.
So Nata, the card that I have for you in regards to your question, will my completed screenplay be successful? The card that is coming up for you is called Between Worlds. And if you can see this, there's a color, it's like a flamingo, and the flamingo is in between worlds. It's in between two different colors. And basically this means transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. There seems to be some temporary blindness, like no man's land. So it seems like you're almost like literally in between two worlds right now. And between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. You got to cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. Anata, I hope this really helps you. You got to trust the process.
Heck yeah. And I pulled a couple cards and they really line up with what I was getting, which are strategy. And it actually has a pen on there. So it's about writing, and then indecision.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So the strategy is kind of speaking to what I was talking about with making sure your timing is really lined up and correct. I think it's going to be important. So that's kind of where I think strategy does come in. And then also the indecision, it could be with the format or which way you want to go with it, or maybe how you want to finish it. I do think, and that kind of also goes with the between worlds, because I think you've got a couple ideas that you're trying to either marry or figure out which direction you want to go. So figuring those out fast will be beneficial.
That totally makes sense. I feel that.
Yeah. So I hope that helps, and good luck. You'll
Good
be
luck,
good, bud.
Anata. You got this.
Lino, before we jump into the next one, did you want to do something fun? Did you want to maybe we got a little icebreaker so people can get to know us a little bit better. You want to do it?
Yeah, totally.
All
We're
right,
gonna do
cool.
some icebreakers, and then we're gonna continue our questions here in order. Actually, Amy first is Rose after that, and then Amy, and then whoever comes in after that. But
Yeah, for
yeah, we're
sure.
gonna do some icebreakers here, just to have a little fun. That way, the audience can get to know us, who we are, what we're doing, and how we also love to have fun. So we decided to play a little game on each other, and we're gonna,
Do you want
or
to
do
go
you want to
first?
say? Yeah, you go first. Soper's gonna go first.
Okay,
So
so
basically, I'm supposed to tell us.
find the lie.
Find the lie. What?
I'm gonna
Wow.
give you. I've got three different sections here, so I'm gonna give you four things that I've done or that are about me. Three are going to be true, and one is going to be a lie.
Okay.
And then
I
everybody
feel
else
like I
can.
gotta write this down because I'm gonna be like, I don't know. So three are gonna be true, and you want me to find the lie.
Yes.
All right.
All right, and everybody else can join in too if you want to put in the comments what you
Yeah, if you
think.
guys want to comment on what you think. Oh, looks like we've got somebody else came in. Hi, Spirit Messenger Sheila. Thanks
Yeah,
for
hey Sheila.
joining.
All right.
All right, let's
Okay.
do this.
So the first one, I named all the sections. So this first one is called "Yes, I'm from Indiana."
Okay.
All right. So A, I was named after my mom's ex-boyfriend. I was named after my mom's ex-boyfriend. The next one, my mom and my grandma were pregnant at the same time. The next one, my mother birthed me at home while lying on my grandmother's bed. And then the fourth one, D, while pregnant with my daughter, my baby mama craved and ate the chalk used on pool cues. How ghetto am I?
I'm gonna have to guess that last one is a lie.
Okay, so you're guessing that while pregnant with my daughter, my baby mama, who is my ex-wife, craved and ate the chalk used on pool cues. You think that is a lie?
I'll say that's like I've never heard of that, but I mean, who knows? Some people crave dirt sometimes, so I don't. Depending on your iron levels, so maybe
Yeah.
that's true. I don't know. I don't know.
Is that your final answer, sir?
You know what? No, my final answer. Can I change my final answer?
You can do what you want.
My final answer is your mom and your grandma pregnant at the same time.
And Kristen, that's amazing. It is called pica, and it is fairly common. So the lie, you are incorrect, sir. They were pregnant at the same time.
Wow. Whoa.
So the lie is that my mother birthed me on at home while laying on my grandmother's bed. That is a lie. That is not true.
It seems like that that could be true. That's a good one.
But actually, if she had me like a few days later, that probably would have been true because I was born in December, and there was a big snowstorm that prevented me from coming home from the hospital on time. So that almost could have been true. Oh, and Kristen guessed it. Yeah, good job.
Kristen guessed it. Maybe Kristen's a little more aware with her spirit team than what we think.
And I was named after my mom's ex-boyfriend who was in jail or prison at the time of my birth. And he's not my father.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to do the next one, or do you want to switch to yours?
Yeah, let's switch. So I'm doing mine where I'm asking you and the audience to find the truth.
All right. So you're going to give us
Scorpio, Sun Tarot. Thanks you. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to find the truth here. So this is in regards to my height and weight. So 1, am I 4 foot 5 inches, 120 pounds? Am I 5 foot even, 96 pounds? Am I 5 foot 6, 120 pounds? Or am I 6 feet tall, 200 pounds?
I know this one.
Oh, do you?
I think. Oh, it's one of the first two. I know it's one of the first two.
How tall is a mochila?
I know, right? What was the weight on B?
96 pounds.
96 pounds. Okay, so, and then it was A was 4'11".
A was 4 foot 5 inches, 120 pounds.
Okay, so it's B. The truth is 5 foot 90 whatever pounds. Sorry.
Stopher knows the truth. Yeah, Scott, I'm a lot smaller than 5'6". Don't I wish I was 5'6"? Nirva, I really do. I'm the size of a backpack. I always have a joke with Stopher saying that I could just jump on his back because Stopher is about 6 feet tall, right?
I'm 6'3", dude.
Yeah, I'm totally his backpack.
Yeah. I actually, the time we met in person, I picked him up and swaddled him and made him my baby. I didn't nurse you,
man.
though.
Wait, Kristen guessed it again?
Man,
wow, Kristen's on a good one.
Kristen, do you do readings? I might have to book.
Yeah, right? Kristen might do readings for all we know.
Yeah. Okay, so back to me, and we're going to do another one, Find the Lie.
Yeah, we're going to do a total of 3 of these just to warm up and have some fun. So go ahead, Stopher. Let's find this lie.
All right. So this one I've named, The Life I've Lived. All right. So A, I was arrested for driving 68 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. Right? B, I have determined that 3 different children are not biologically mine through paternity tests. It's like your little like Maury Povich moments, like you are not the father.
Yeah.
That's happened for three humans. C, I met a girl in Navy boot camp and made her my girlfriend during Navy boot camp. All right. And then D, at one point in my life, I owned over 40 snakes at one time.
I'm going to have to go with the baby daddy thing.
Baby daddy. Okay, B.
B.
So you're saying that as a lie. I have not determined 3 children are not biologically mine through paternity test.
Yes.
All right. Kristen says, I'm guessing snakes is a lie. Nivra says B. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The lie is A.
What? You got arrested for going 60
No, I did
miles an
not.
hour?
I did not. It's a lie.
Oh, it's a lot. Oh, that's right. Oh,
C. Yeah, no. I feel like that's the tamest one of all.
that is pretty tame. I love all the answers, though. These are great.
Yeah, C. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. All right, so find the truth here. I was born in San Luis Obispo, California, Santa Cruz, California, New York, or Hollywood, California.
Oh, it's either A or D. It's not Santa Cruz. I'm gonna go D. As usual,
D?
I'm gonna go as usual. I'm gonna go with the D.
Going with the D, and the D is right. I was born in Hollywood, California. Yeah.
San Luis Obispo. They're also similar, right? Yeah, they do have like similar. Well, no, Hollywood is like a different energy, but
I was actually born in Kaiser Hospital, Hollywood.
right.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Knocking your mic over. All right,
Yeah.
last set.
Last
And
set.
then we'll get back to the
continue our
reading.
readings here.
Yeah. All right, find the lie. These are jobs I've held. All right, so A is it's a farm job, corn detasseler. So basically you're taking the little stalk thing out of the middle of the corn and so it can pollinate.
That sounds
Okay.
awesome.
Pet store clerk. B, pet store clerk. C, a nursing tech on a psych ward. And then D is go-go dancer. Find the lie. What job did I not hold?
I'm gonna have to go with the D too.
You.
Going with the D.
All right, get your answers in, everyone. I want to see. Okay, Kristen
Nerva
Louise
says
says
D.
you were never a nursing tech. Never says you are not a go-go dancer. You're not cut out for that. All right. D, I was never a go-go dancer.
It's all about that D.
A lot of you got it right. Yeah, D. Thanks. I don't know if they're just telling me that I'm not I don't look good enough to be a go-go dancer.
They're just, I don't think they could picture psychic readings while you're dancing on a stripper pole. Maybe that's why.
You know, right? If my dog keeps barking, do you hear my dog?
I do. I hear your dog, but that's okay.
Hold on just a moment.
Thanks everyone for waiting. I love these answers. Corn lie. Brooklyn says the corn is a lie.
No, I really did. That was my first.
Pictures said bummer was picturing it.
I did aspire to be when I moved to Hollywood back in 2013, but I was at that time I was like 35, and it just wasn't. It wasn't realistic. Yeah, wishful thinking, right?
We all have wishful thinking.
All
I
right,
can't
so
say I ever wanted to be a go-go dancer. No, not me. I don't want to be on. I don't want to be someone's backpack on. Hi, Brooklyn. Okay, so the last one for me. I once identified as A, an Oompa Loompa, B, a garden gnome, C, a lesbian, or D, a male stripper.
I do need some mods. You're right, Kristen Louise. Are you volunteering? Okay, so I actually know the answer to this. I'll let everybody else answer.
Yeah, I'll let people answer. So was I once identified as an Oompa Loompa, a garden gnome, a lesbian, or a male stripper? Hi, Sandra.
Let's get A, lesbian, D, stripper. Oompa Loompa. You identified as an Oompa Loompa? Let me see how to
Find
do this.
find the truth. All right. Patricia, you're right. I was a lesbian at one point in my life. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, right? I know. Yeah, so I'm transgender. Yeah, I used to I've identified all kinds of different ways growing up trying to find my male self, and one of the ways was a lesbian. Yep. All right, well, thanks so much for being part of the warm up. Let's continue with the readings. We're going to go in order here. So the second reading question that we had was, we're going to go all the way back up to the top. That was for Rosie, if I remember correctly, and next we've got Amy.
Let me find
So
Rose.
Rosie Marie Polizzi. Polizzi. Hi, do you have a message from my spirit guides?
Oh, you found it. Good. I was searching for it.
All right. Well, I'll go first, and then Stopher can go afterwards. Rose. I said Rosie. I'm sorry. Rose Marie. Okay, thank you, Rose, for your question. Do I have a message from my guides? Thank you. Well, this is a card I actually haven't even pulled out before, Rose. The card says Imagine on there. It's a blue card. It actually looks like a spirit guide almost, or some kind of something with lights. I see a moon, and it says Imagine. So I'm going to give you a little reading here, Rose, on what this means. And Stopher will kick in as well.
Yeah, that card's a lot about creativity.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm getting something a little more challenging. So it's not like the brightest information. So
Okay, yeah, let's go with those.
storm warning and indecision is coming up. So as you can tell,
Oh, wow, okay.
these cards are a little like darker, and that doesn't mean you have dark energy around you or anything like that. But I do sense some challenges coming forward. What I sense is that you've kind of stepped out. I believe that you've stepped out and kind of into a new role, or I feel like you're doing something on your own, and it's like maybe like a side project or something. I do feel like there's going to be some challenges, or there's going to be some lulls with that, and you're going to have to make some kind of like tough decisions of how to move forward with it. So it's going to seem a little confusing. But really, what I'm being told is like really to believe in your magic. There's something kind of magical about what you're doing or what you have. You have like a unique kind of gift or ability. So really, I think finding your trust in that is going to really propel you through these kind of difficult decisions and kind of ebbs and flows. So it is going to be a little bit of a more challenging time coming up. So which is fine. There's going to be definitely lessons and inspiration pulled out of it. Yeah, so you're going to be challenged.
So the message that I got for Rose in regards to the Imagine card, there's some questions here that like such as who do you want to be? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is a key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
a
love
good
that
message.
card.
That's a great card.
Yeah, when that card comes up for me, I have a hard time reading it intuitively. So I do take kind of the more literal definition of it. So I hope that, Rosemary, I hope that resonates. I don't know how to, if anybody can tell me how to add mods. I've never done it. I'm always on the guest end. So I don't know if you do that through YouTube or through the StreamYard. I'm guessing through YouTube.
Okay, so next we've got Amy Rosemary Telebizade. She's asking that she's open to hearing any messages for her. You want to go first?
Yeah. I'm just kind of bringing some stuff in right now.
Great.
Amy Rosemary. It's interesting. I see you surrounded by amethyst. I think there's a real connection for you. I know it's kind of random, but I feel like so I don't know if you have amethyst like around you in your home, or you have a large like amethyst, or if you keep it, if you have a even jewelry. I just feel this connection with this crystal and this energy of this. I'm being drawn to a relationship with a female. I'm not saying this is romantic. Actually, it does not feel romantic, but I do sense some kind of it feels kind of terse. It feels a little like there's some misunderstandings going on. So I'm being told like kind of step back. I think they're like both of you could really benefit from seeing things from like a 10,000 foot view or 30,000, whatever the foot view is. However many feet you need to get away from this situation, I feel like stepping back and kind of seeing it and giving it some time to kind of work itself out will be beneficial. Because I sense some confusion or misunderstandings, miscommunications. So I think if you just step back and give it a little time and kind of relax about it, it'll work out well. So yeah, that's the message I'm getting, is just to kind of relax. Amethyst.
So the card I got for Amy here is, it says poised on it. And the message behind this card is that you're basically being assured that you're ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So it looks like you're definitely in the middle of starting something. And this is the right path. This is where you're supposed to be. When you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You're ready to give and receive from the heart, and this is a beautiful place to be. Yes. I hope that helps you, Amy.
I'm going to take just a minute to add a few moderators. I don't know if there's like, I haven't really been looking at all the comments. I don't know if there's like some trolls in here or what.
How do we know?
Because they say inappropriate things.
Oh, really?
There we go. Anyway, and thank you, moderators. They're like bouncers, I think.
Okay, the next question we have here from Christina. Christina, I was offered a cybersecurity job at my current place of work. Should you accept it? It was unexpected, but you're grateful. You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thank you, Christina. Let me just tune into that a little bit. I've got a little bit of like mixed energies coming through. Amy Rosemary says very spot on. So good. I'm glad that resonated.
That's great, Amy. I'm glad. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to give what I have. It's a little confusing, to be honest. It feels like it would work out fine if you take the job. Um, and I think there will be a sense of kind of like, because I think you earned it. I think it's coming from like job performance and what they're seeing you do and what you're capable of to kind of give you this additional responsibility. So I think the connection there is going to be really like rewarding. It will be challenging for you because it feels like a little bit out of your lane. It feels close, but it feels like it could be a little challenging, which is a good thing because I think you kind of rise when the pressure's on. So I think starting off, it's going to be really, really good. And then I don't know that it's like the long kind of game of it is really like the lane you want to be in or like lines up perfectly. I think it will be fine. But I think you just have to kind of see if this really gets you to where you really need to go with kind of like life purpose. Or if where you're at now maybe gives you a little more freedom or something like that. So I think you're fine either way. But yeah, I think in the end, you got to just see what gets you to where you need to go as far as like satisfying that life purpose and that full alignment in job. It would be new to me. I've been doing it work for the last 15 years. This would be new. Do you have anything on that, Lino, coming through?
Yeah, the card that I got is actually regeneration. This is another card I
Mm.
haven't seen before. I don't know if you know the brief overview on this one.
Yeah,
This is
so that's
for Christina. The card, it says regeneration on there.
yeah, so it's kind of about like reinventing yourself, and kind of also I get like a phoenix rising from the ashes. I really connect reinvention. So this could be a message that this could be a path that really like allows you to reinvent and kind of reinvigorate some passions. Um, so if the current position feels a little stale, maybe it's time to kind of regenerate and rejuvenate, so to speak. Is that kind of what you're feeling, Lino?
Yeah, well, actually, the feeling that I'm getting with Christina is that Christina's is definitely stuck and on the fence and doesn't really know exactly whether to take it or not. Like, I feel like Christina is not 100% on this cybersecurity job because Christina might be content where Christina's at right now. But the fact that it was unexpected and that Christina's grateful could also mean that it's an open door and an invitation for Christina to change her career path. And this could, or their career path. I'm not sure how people identify here, but I'm just going to say Christina. And either way, I think that if you tune into what's going to be best for you to grow inside and outside, you're definitely going to make the right move there. But I can definitely feel the confusion.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Saying more challenging. Yes, Lino, I'm a little scared, so I'm somewhat apprehensive.
Yeah,
And that,
those are the feelings that I'm getting, even thinking about going into cybersecurity. And I know they're not my feelings, so I know that they're your feelings. And it's okay to be scared, but if there's too much resistance about it, most likely that's not your path. But either way, it's being shown to you for a reason.
yeah. And if anyone is if anybody can maybe find Lino's YouTube and put that into the chat. So I'd love everybody that's not already subscribed to Lino to subscribe. He puts a lot of videos up, and has a great podcast, by the way. You want to plug your podcast real quick?
Yeah. Oh man, this is my first time doing this. How do I? Oh, on the banner, huh? Yeah, please subscribe to my channel. I have actually 97 episodes now. My podcast is fun. It's very motivating. It's energetic, and it's very inspirational. And I have a new episode out every week.
So it's a little less fear is the name of his channel and the podcast. A Little Less Fear. And Scott, I just added your wrench. And thank you guys for telling me how to do that. Cool. So who are we gonna go to next, Lino?
Yeah, let's go to the next question. Let's go here. I don't see any more questions right now.
Yeah, hold on. I think there had to be a couple. Trying to find them, right?
Yeah, I think we got all the questions so far.
All right. So I know Kristen Louise had asked, "Can I get some cards? Whatever advice comes through."
Oh, Sonny says he had one posted twice. Oh, okay, now I'm going. Brooklyn has a question. Oh, a lot of people have questions. Let's see why I'm not getting where these questions are. Let me go back up. What was the next question? Oh, Kristen Louise. Okay, can I get some cards? Just whatever advice comes through. Okay, sure.
I think what we could do is they come in, you can add a star to them. It'd probably help us see them better.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Yeah, let me get some cards for you, Kristen Louise. Is your hair still like that? That's really cool.
Yeah, that's super cool hair. Hi, Erica Navarrete. Hi, Yanali.
All right. Thank you, Lisa, for putting up my channel. Thank you, everyone, for moderating.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Carmen Cuevas. Hi, Scott.
All right, Kristen Louise, I pulled the garden and the gate. So this tells me something's holding you back, and it's holding you back from something really beautiful. So I do think there is a goal, a plan, something that I feel like you've done a lot of like kind of a lot of the groundwork on it, but I'm feeling like it's not quite put into place yet. I was trying to feel if you've hit the start button yet. I feel like it has not been hit yet, but that gate is really representative to me of something that's holding you back, like a fear. And just know what's on the other side of that. If you're able to hit that start button on this project or this journey that you've kind of been wanting to go on for a while, it's abundance. It's a cornucopia. It's a lot of good stuff for you. So work on really breaking down that fear. But also I'm being told like don't over because I think you're pretty analytical. So the more you kind of like turn your wheels on it, the more it just kind of paralyzes you a little bit. So it's like just do it already, and things will work really really well. So have that confidence. Find that in your gut, and just push through. Open the gate and go out. That's what I got.
The card that I have for you, Kristen. I love this card. It's such a cool card. It's called Unfinished Symphony. I love this image, by the way. It looks like a woman on top of an egg, which could be the world, and there's spirit inside of that. Over a piano keyboard, and I think that's a bird up above or an owl of some sort, music notes. So let's see what's coming through for Kristen here. The essential meaning for this card is that you've got some unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, a lack of closure, and the need to make amends. It's a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. That's a cool one. So you need to take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You cannot move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. You have to reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally come to an end on a high note.
Preach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that card come up a lot of times when I'm not necessarily feeling it now, but when people are really connected to music as well. That's my music card.
Well, that makes sense. I've gotten that card too. You're right.
Yeah, so that's kind of a rule I have. I kind of add a rule to all my cards. Well, with a lot of the ones I connect with, so they have like a specific meaning. I have like a travel card that comes up, or I have a pregnancy card, a fertility card. So that one definitely is music. It's also about kind of like like we said, kind of finishing what you've started, or even hitting the start button and doing going through with the goal. So yeah, so I think that message goes right along with what I was feeling as well. All right, I hope that helps. Kristen, thank you for the question.
Yeah, Kristen, thank you.
You want to put this one up for Patricia?
Patricia.
Are you still here, Patricia? Okay, what is this? A, would love a little guidance. A, Richmond. B, Q, C, QLD. D. I'm confused. I guess maybe it's meant to be that way. I'm drawn towards QLD. Like I said, I don't know what the context of this is.
Patricia would love a little guidance. Well, let's see what kind of guidance we can get just with that one, with the one line. Patricia, he slipped.
Okay, got it. Did you read that?
What?
I love it. She's playing the game. She's playing our game. All right, so
Got it.
Yeah, and what I felt with that, without knowing that was Queensland, which I believe that's Australia, correct? What I was feeling with it is before I knew that that's what it was, I was feeling like there might be a little bit more of a financial freedom with that choice. So I do feel like it either alleviates some financial burden or creates a little more income. So if you can understand that, I think finances get a little bit better when you do make this move to Queensland.
So the card I have for Patricia right here, another card I haven't received yet or looked at yet. It's a flexible card. It says flexible on there.
That's my travel card.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so that definitely confirms movement, and that egg, I'm being drawn to that egg, which means finances for me.
So here's a message for you, Patricia. It says a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can be in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too.
It's a good
So that's
message.
great. That's a really good message.
All right. Just want to do a quick welfare check on you, Lino. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm about out of water, but I think I can trooper through it.
Yeah, I see some water still. So let's
Yeah.
go with this next one here. We've got Erica Navarrete. After that, we've got Carmen Cuevas, and we'll keep going. We'll keep going for about 30 more minutes or so.
Yeah, we can do it.
All right. So Erica Navarrete, you're open to any message. Okay, Erica, thank you.
All right. So I got the door to romance and wrong one. Sorry. And the thinking woman. All right. Let me just fill into these real quick. Yeah, Sonny, if you want to repost your question, we'll put it in the favorites and make sure we get to it. I feel like there's some questioning about where you're at specifically with love and romance. Once again, I get kind of like a timing thing with you. So I don't know if this is like biological clock that almost you feel like you should be in a different place at this point in your life, specifically with romance. I do feel like there's something lacking. So, and I don't know if you're in a relationship or not currently, but I do feel like there's something that is, there's like a wanting or a needing for something that you don't have with romance. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit more messages around it. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a kind of an what's the word I'm looking for? A fear that's really unnecessary, right? So you know, I feel like you don't need to have this fear or this desire that, you know, like you're not going to achieve it or get where you think you need to be or feel the love that you think you deserve. It is coming. I feel like there's a little bit of time though. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you. It's really centered around your love life. So I hope that makes sense. I know I didn't articulate that the best.
So the card that I'm getting for Erica here is To the Sea. I've had this card before too. It's I get this card often when I do some readings here.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is more going with the flow of life, going with the flow of water. It says that this card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life.
Yeah, that's all about like ebbs and flows. So
The ebb and flow of life.
yeah, for sure. So I can feel that. I think there's some. I mean, for me, like I say, it really centered around love life, but you know, that message can be applied to other things too, for sure. She says that makes sense. All right,
Awesome.
cool.
Thank you, Erica. So we're gonna go Carmen next, and then Stopher's gonna go get some water, and then we'll continue reading. I'll continue going through the questions here.
And you're while I'm getting water, you're gonna like sing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing.
I've heard you sing. You have a beautiful voice.
I do love to sing, people. But no, I'm not gonna sing right now. Let's do this one before we go to the next one. Maybe Stopher could take this one right here.
Ooh, I love a good love reading.
All right, Carmen Cuevas wants to know. I want to know if I'm really in love. Okay, Stopher.
Hmm. I'm just kind of building kind of some feelings here. Okay, so I'm getting not yet. Um, I feel a lot of like there's happiness. There's there's a lot being fulfilled. I feel like there's somebody, and I don't know if they're just like younger than you, or if there's like a really like positive like youthful energy with the person you're kind of connecting with right now. But I sense this is really positive for you, and it but it feels a little bit more like sparks than it does like a deeper connection and like a all out like love, like one of those like unconditional kind of situations. So I think it's something that there is some plenty there you can build off of. It's really going to be about building trust first, because I don't think the trust is quite there. I think there's still some questions, not that they've done anything inappropriate, but I think there's still some questions, and maybe it's like your own kind of guards. But as you continue not to see those red flags that you're expecting, I feel like you can build into it. So the opportunity is there, but I don't sense it yet. It feels a little bit just like kind of like sparks and fireworks right now, which is great. It's fun. But you're really digging that kind of like youthful, exciting energy. So I hope you can resonate with that. But yeah, if you keep building, time is going to get you there.
Yeah, that's a great message. The message that I'm getting here for Carmen is the card is by the book.
Mm, I know what that's about.
And it says here that you first need to find the middle ground that allows a relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result.
Yeah.
That's a good
When I
one.
get that card, and I'm interested to know, Carmen, because that's a culture card for me. So when I get that card, especially in relationships, it identifies to me that we have different cultures coming together. So it might be a different race or something that doesn't quite, maybe it's a different religion. So would you know that your partner is maybe a different race as you, or a different culture, or there's something you guys are kind of working out with some um, differences of like who you are, where you came from?
That was awesome. Thanks so much, Carmen, for your question.
Yeah, these are good questions.
I hope that helps you out. And next, we're gonna go with Brooklyn right when Stopher comes back from his water break.
Okay, I'm going now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be fast.
Okay.
Let me just there we go.
Thanks everyone for being for waiting for Stopher here. Meanwhile, I just want to thank you all for being here with this live. This means a lot to us. My purpose for doing this is because once I started to trust my intuition and my inner guides, I had a lot more doors opening up for me, and I basically was able to trust the unseen and follow my guides much more that way. And my inner guide, we all have inner compass, we all have an inner navigation tool, and becoming aware of this inner navigation tool has allowed me to blossom in ways that I never knew I could do. And I know this is possible for everyone. It's actually in our human right to be spiritual. A lot of people have lost their ways because of busy life, westernization, social media, all kinds of stuff that has taken us away from our true spirit, our true self. And when we connect more with nature, when we connect with trees and plants and even foods, beautiful, delicious whole foods, we're actually becoming more spiritual that way. So it's really important to be able to connect every which way that you can to welcome spirit and be able to find that inner Star of David within you. We all have it. We all have it, definitely. And this helps us connect as well. We get energized from this, especially knowing that we can help people with some of their biggest questions that has been lingering. So thanks so much for giving us this opportunity.
Well said. And
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you, everyone. So
So
I got the
next
water.
question. Yeah,
I
you
got a
got your
drink
water.
too.
What is that?
How do I? It's a drink.
Best.
It's an adult beverage. It's a Truly.
Yeah, my adult beverage is rose tea.
Mmm, yummy.
So next we've got a question from Brooklyn Cherry. That's a cool name, Brooklyn Cherry.
I do like it.
Yeah. So the question for Brooklyn is, can you please tell me which one of my guides you pick up?
Mm.
That's a really good one. I think that's more Stopher might be better at this than me.
Yeah, let me this is a little bit of a process for me. So let me just kind of tune in. And for one thing, let me ask you, I know it's implied because you're asking, but do I have your permission to connect with your guides? Because I know that can be kind of a personal space there. So just put in the comments if I have your full permission. Thank you, Carmen. Beer, rather.
So Brooklyn, yeah, she wants to know, can you please tell me which one of my guides you pick up or the one that's mostly around her?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that she was allowing me full permission to go into that. So for you need 2 bottles of water for you. Yeah, I do need 2. I'm going to start bringing 2 because when I do readings and I talk, like I have to have extreme amounts of water because my mouth gets so dry.
That's interesting. That happens to me too. I think it's because of how much energy that comes through us to be able to. I guess they always say channel is not always the right word, but that's the only way I can say it. It's just like submitting these different energies, kind of like, and water is energetic, so yeah,
Yeah.
electric.
Show. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything, Lino. I don't.
I'm a
I'm not.
little. I'm having a. I don't really know how to answer this question for Brooklyn. I think
Yeah,
you're
because
more. You're a
I'm not
little more
really
polished.
comfortable going in and connecting with a guide unless I have. I just need to hear it that I have permission. So
Oh, you need
uh,
to hear permission from Brooklyn. I
from
got
Brooklyn too.
here. Well, Brooklyn says thank you with hearts. So I think that means yes, right?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, maybe she's not around. Maybe she's not here.
Okay.
There she is. Okay.
Yes, Brooklyn says yes.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
I'm so
Brooklyn.
rigid with
Yeah,
that.
we can't really unless we get permission. Like it could be a little intrusive. So
Yeah, and I know it's implied, but with something like that, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Okay. So I got. Okay, and I'm not sure if you're connected with your guides or how many you are, but I do have a very like strong. It's almost like there's like a strong wisdom and a strong power to this spirit, and I almost feel like there hasn't been a lot. There may have. Yeah, I'm not really feeling like a connection with like human life. So I don't know that the person or the guide I'm connecting with has been here to live a human life in the past. Um, what I'm getting is a lot of wisdom. I'm getting that this spirit has been around a very long time. It's helped a lot of people. So you just know you have a lot of power. I mean, there's a lot of spiritual power around you with this one guide, and they're kind of like presenting to me like almost like they would be like an older, like if they were a human. Almost getting like you ever watch what is it, the I'm just getting like this Lord of the Rings, like this like older kind of like wizard or something.
it's like
um
you're like it's just super wise soul.
yeah, so there is a lot of wisdom to this soul, a lot of just like spiritual power, and it's really this one light is really surrounding you, um and lifting you up. I feel like they've been around you from the beginning. I think they were assigned to you and have been here. So this is like your, I don't know if you want to call it your master guide, but it's one of your main sources of spiritual energy. And I'm getting, so they're giving me, when I'm asking about name, I feel like the name they would go by is something I don't really have a reference for, but I'm getting like a B with the name. Because it doesn't sound like it's like a name that's, American or human or whatever, but I do sense a B with the name, and you might call them something else, but and honestly, their energy doesn't feel like male or female. It feels like very, there's no gender to this energy. So I'm getting, okay, yes. I don't know if that was to the permission, or there might be a lag to Brooklyn Cherry's comments.
Yeah, I think there is a lag. So the next one that sees like question, it looks like Sunny says he had one he posted twice. Let's see. I'm trying to find it, Sunny. I'm trying to find your question.
Yeah, it's not too far back because they reposted it.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Sunny. Right here. This one. Used to get a lot of messages from guides, was able to channel, etc. But now not getting as much, even though I meditate every day. Why is that?
That's a good question.
You want to tackle that first, Lino?
I'll try.
All right, give it a shot.
Well, Sunny, the card that I'm pulling for you, which actually kind of what I felt before when I was reading your question. So your question is, you used to get a lot of messages from guides. You're able to channel, but now you're not getting much, even though you meditate every day. Why is that? So the card that I picked up says chaos and conflict. And the message about this it looks like right now there's some kind of conflict, being at cross purposes with another. You have the tension of opposites. And that makes sense, because if you're having the tension of opposites, it's going to be harder to connect easier to your guides spiritually. Whenever there's more resistance, it's more difficult to be more clear, even with everything. The card is also wanting you to consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. I'm certain that once you reinvent yourself anew, that your messages from your guides will be coming in a lot more easier. Basically, being at a cross purpose with someone else, you're facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yeah, storms are not going to be. It doesn't make it easy to be very intuitive with storms. I mean, you can be, but it's harder to connect that way. I mean, what are you getting, Stopher?
Yeah, I'm not so much getting like any like turmoil, but I am hearing that this is something that you manifested. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot. I think of manifestation a little bit differently sometimes, but sometimes we manifest things without knowing, what we need or what we want. And they just kind of are manifested with our energy and what we really need without knowing it. So just know that you're in a period of time right now, and it may feel like a downtime or a quiet time or something that you think it's not what you want. Just know that your guides know that it's what you need. I went through this a couple of months ago, where I was kind of going through my own little like phases. It was nothing bad, but I just wasn't in the place where I needed to be doing like a lot of readings or connecting with people in that way, just because I was kind of cycling through my own energy. Like I say, not in a bad way at all, but I was just kind of doing like a cycle. And spirit manifested for my readings and my bookings and for people coming to me to drop down. It was like really uncanny because I'd done a lot of work to make sure that they were, abundant. And then when I was ready, I literally put in the universe, I think I'm ready. I think my energy's lined up again. And then it immediately turned back on. So I know it's a little bit of a different story for you. It's more about messages coming in for you. But I think that connection is just kind of down right now for you to kind of work through some other energies. But it will come back. So just when you feel like totally lined up, just put it into the universe that this is what you want. I think it's going to come back to where you kind of had it before. So that's what I have for you. It feels right. It feels like what it's supposed to be right now. So your spirit's just kind of giving you a little bit of a break.
That makes sense. Sometimes we need that little break to grow too.
Okay, how do I know what to do? Here I'll suggest this, and this is just a kind of an energetic directive I'm getting. It's not like advice, but if you want to maybe just take a little bit of time to focus on one spirit and that be your own, and do a little soul discovery, maybe that could help to kind of build the connection between, I guess your kind of like human side and your spiritual side. So just continue to work on that connection, and then I think you'll kind of get your answers. Because I don't make a practice of giving like a ton of advice, but I can definitely give you directives based on what I'm feeling. Because I don't like to tell people what to do.
Shoot.
Because I don't like to be told what to do.
I hope that helped, Sonny.
Yeah, and hi, Kevin. I saw that Kevin. I think Kevin C. Kevin's Loving Vibrations. I love that name.
Scott Scorpio, thank you for subscribing. Lisa Foster, thank you for posting this right here. Subscribe to my channel, Little Less Fear. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, Lisa, thank you.
Lisa in the house.
All right, who's next? I know Scott.
Here.
I think Scott had asked for, was that a general reading?
Yeah, there it is. Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. Can I have a general? Here we go. Can I have a general read, Stopher? Thank you, Scott.
You know what? I'm going to grab the same deck as you, Lino.
Okay.
So we're going to have the same, we're going to pull cards from the same deck and see if we line it up for you.
Wow, that would be great. All right, Scott, here we go. This is for you. But the question is for you specifically.
6, 16, 5.
Mr. Cavins.
All right. So I pulled 3 cards for you. I was called to pull 3. So I got the mending card. Mending. And I got the time to go card. And I got the new life card. All right. So Scott, the energy I'm getting with this is that there is a relationship it feels like this has been going on for a long time. It's kind of been a lot of ebbs and flows in this relationship. It's difficult. There's a loyalty there that is kind of hard for you. I think for each of you, and it's not like in a codependent way or anything like that. I just feel like there's a loyalty, like we, like not saying it's necessarily family, but like having that bond of, hey, we're family. We can't just like break up or anything. It feels like that. There's a loyalty and some kind of connection that prevents you guys from putting up some healthy boundaries with each other. Because it just feels like there might be something that's kind of just dragging out. I do feel like it's time to put up some boundaries and kind of, I don't feel like a full cutting of the cord, but I do feel like it's time to kind of move this relationship into a different bin, so to speak. And that's really going to kind of allow you to, it just feels like a fresher energy is going to come through, because this is kind of, I feel like it's in the back. It's always nagging back here, this energy with this person. It does feel like a female, to be honest. But yeah, so that's kind of the energy I'm feeling up front for you. So boundaries with this particular person. Did you look into that, Lino?
I didn't, because he basically wanted, this question was directed to you.
Okay.
Your energy.
Got it. I hope that helps clear that up. Maybe not.
Also, if anybody misses anything that they either stepped away from the screen or whatever, this is also going to be posted on my my channel. I'm sorry, my podcast, and that'll be on Spotify, on iTunes, Google Podcasts, basically wherever you listen to any of your podcasts, it'll be there, and it'll also be posted on YouTube, so you can go back and refer to anything that you may have missed. And you also want to make sure you subscribe to Stopher at youtube.com, user Stopher138. Thank you, Lisa, for doing that for us.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, Scott said it was both of us. Oh, thanks, Scott. All right, you know what? I'm gonna continue with Scott then. We're gonna finish here. And then we have like time for two more questions after this, and then we'll call it a night. And by the way, we'll be doing this once a month, every Wednesday or Thursday, tentatively, but most likely Thursday. We'll see. But it'll be happening once a month. Thanks so much, you guys, everybody.
Yeah.
Scott Scorpio, Sun Tarot. Here we go. So let's see what I can pull out for Scott here.
Yeah, and everybody check out Lino's podcast. It's I've been on it, so it's amazing.
He has been on it. That's actually how we met.
Yeah, so super inspirational. So yeah, check out his channel. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to Lino's channel. Hit all the likes and alerts and all that good stuff. And we appreciate everyone's support. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much.
We love you.
We love you all.
We love you so much.
Mr. Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot, I'm getting for some reason the number 4 is coming up to my head a lot. I don't know if that's your lucky number or a spirit number or a number or angelic number that you see often, but I'm feeling the number 4, and it also made me wow. It looks like it's so interesting because I've shuffled the cards I don't know how many times, but it looks like we've got an unfinished symphony again. That was somebody else's card earlier, and now this is your card, Unfinished Symphony. That's really interesting. What was it? You're pretty good with this card, Stopher.
Yeah, that's for me, it's a music card. It's also about kind of it could be a procrastination kind of energy, or finishing something, kind of seeing things through. There's a lot of fear that sometimes is connected with that energy of that card for me when I pull it. It just really, Scott says 4 is my favorite number, so you're spot on.
Awesome, great. So Scott, it looks like you've got a prosperity message here that's telling you to make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. So whatever you're completing right now, finish it. Don't leave it incomplete. You have to finish it before you can continue your next one. It says that perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see things through, again, this means to complete the ones you're currently doing, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. So get rid of the clutter, Finish what you got going on right now before you move on to the next thing. Now it's the time to put your nose into the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated.
Yeah,
What is your
I feel.
favorite number? Okay, excellent. Thank you for that confirmation.
Thank you, Carmen. That's very sweet. So Scott, yeah, I do feel like I'm on you with that, Lino. It feels like a creative project that's been put kind of on the back burner. I actually feel like it's in the closet. I feel like it might actually be in the closet, like it's put up, it's put away. It's so yeah, dust it off and start again. I feel like there's something that you did kind of give up on. So now's the time. Put some energy into it.
Thanks for your question, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Lisa's asking, Lisa Foster, did you get my question, Stopher?
I think I saw it. Yeah. And thank you for subscribing, Lisa. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to our channels.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
We're just going to scroll through here. Did you see my question? Scrolling back. Let's see. Was it the question where you said, "Are we on other social media other than YouTube?" I'm on. I don't do a lot. I don't love social media, but I am on Instagram as Psychic Stopher, and then yeah, that's the main one I'm on. How about you, Lino? I know you're on Instagram as well.
I am. I'm on Instagram at A Little Less Fear Podcast, and I'm on Twitter at A Little Less Fear. I'm also at LinkedIn as Dr. Lino Martinez, and I am on YouTube, A Little Less Fear Podcast. Yes, thank you for that question. Those are my social media handles. So we're gonna go with one more question here. Going back with Brooklyn, can you please tell me if there's any messages from my mother and father who passed away when I was younger? So this is the final question. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Again, we really appreciate this. Again, we'll be doing this once a month, and we're gonna do this final question for Brooklyn Cherry. Can you please tell me if there's any messages from my mother and father who passed away when I was younger?
Can we actually switch real quick? And I know that
Yeah.
we've I'm sorry, Brooklyn. I know we've answered something for Brooklyn. And I've got mediumship turned off tonight. So can we get Lisa's, because the question Lisa was asking if she has
Oh,
any messages from her guide. Sorry about that, Lisa. Sorry about that, Brooklyn.
Well, Brooklyn, can she email you, or you'll give us your information before after this? In case
I'll tell you what,
go to
Brooklyn,
your
if you're
website.
I don't know. Is this somebody that's subscribed to you, Lino?
Brooklyn is, yes.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to email me, I'm actually going to be going live with Kevin, the healing medium, on Sunday. I think probably around 5:00. So I'll be doing mediumship readings on Sunday. If you want to email me, Stopher138@gmail.com. I can put a banner up. Things going haywire.
You said you have one. I have one more question here from Yaneli. Did you find the question from Lisa?
Yeah, she wants to know if there's anything from her spirit guides.
From Lisa.
That is my email. If anybody wants to email, you have any questions about bookings, and you can also message me through my website, stophercavins.com.
Okay, after Lisa, there's one more question we can finish here, Yaneli Mendoza. But we'll go with Lisa's question about her spirit guides, correct?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Did you have fun doing this, Lino?
Yeah, this is amazing. This is fun.
It is fun.
It's a
I
lot
could
of
do it
fun.
all night, but I have to eat at some point.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty hungry too.
Right. I'm getting hangry. All right. Sorry for the quiet I'm just kind of tuning in here for you, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, I'm being drawn to specifically from your guides. They're giving me a 4, and what I think this is because I'm feeling like this is a connection to other humans. um, so, would you understand? Is there 4? I feel like there's either a group of 4, including yourself. This would be this could be a family. This could be like a group, an actual like community that you're involved in. But I feel like there's a lot of energy around this 4, and it feels really really good and really really powerful in the way that I think you guys are meant to kind of do something, and it feels like you're doing something good. So if you can understand that, put that in the comments. But it involves you in a community of people that are like you. So I don't know, this would be like sisters or just like, kind of a networking community. But I'm seeing a lot of like positive energy going forward for you in this group. And I actually see it growing as well. So I think more people are going to come in. So continue to network and get people around you, because I think there's going to be like a project or even some kind of just feels like some good energy going out into the world from you in this group. So keep that sense of community. Yeah, you've been looking for like-minded people. So look out for 3 others, and I think they're females. So because I see you in a group of 4, and it feels really powerful. Not that you guys are like witches or anything, but it feels like that kind of like energy. Like you guys can really,
Like goddess energy.
yeah, it's just like an energy, a synergy between you. You're going to find these like-minded people, and I almost feel even more so like energy people. So there's going to be this like I'm feeling like this swirling energy between you that's really going to help others and bring a lot of joy to the world. So look out for that, and keep me informed on that, because I see that as a good thing.
Lisa, the card that I pulled out for you is a building blocks card. This card basically is telling you that this is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. I'm also seeing the number 2 for some reason. I'm not sure if 2 resonates with you with anything. Will they stand the test of time, serve as a solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable, beautiful sign. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed, and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Yeah, that's a pretty good. These are really good messages. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. Lisa, don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. That's awesome.
I like that. What card was that?
Building blocks.
Oh, I love that card. I love that card. I actually get that card a lot when people are actually building things. So either businesses or homes. It's uncanny how that comes up, and I'm like, yeah, you're building a home, right? Or it's come up one time. I was reading an architect, and I knew that it had to do with his job, and I was like, you do something in construction, or you're building homes. You're like creating like buildings, and he's like, yeah, I'm an architect.
That's amazing.
I love that card. So I got a few, and thank you for that. I hope that helps, Lisa. That was a great message.
It was. Thank you, Lisa, for asking that. The last question here that we have, and I think this is the last one, unless Stopher, you saw something else, but this is for Yaneli Mendoza. Yaneli basically has a feeling that her grandfather, who passed away years ago, is her guardian angel and helps her when she needs it. Any messages from him? And you know what, Yaneli, if you have this feeling, most likely it's true. He's your guard, one of your angels. I'm sure you've got a powerhouse of a group spirit guides guiding you on the other side. But for sure, if you're feeling your grandfather, he's definitely one of your angels. And let's see what kind of message we get from him. Thanks for asking this.
Yeah, I'll pull a card to that, Yaneli. Like I say, my mediumship is turned off tonight. So I'm connecting directly with you folks instead of like kind of pulling messages in from spirit, but specifically loved ones. I mean, I do sense that he's around you. So I did pull the first chakra, Archangel Michael, which just tell me, so the first chakra, the root chakra, this is just all about like existence and survival, and so that does give me a message of this connection with you and Grandpa being at the root of your existence. I mean, this is a connection that I feel like you guys had before you were even born. So I just feel like you guys have probably been together. Your energy has been together even in other lives. So I'm just feeling that this is a strong energy with you, and he is around you. But I feel like you have a lot of folks in spirit. Like I say, I'm kind of tuned out a little bit with spirit, but I do feel like you've got a lot of folks in spirit around you, specifically like your family on Dad's side.
So the message I'm getting for this message, I'm not sure if it's specifically from your grandfather, but I feel that it may be. This message, this card right here, is a never-ending story card. And basically, this card is saying that fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at the moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of the lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself? Are you back where you started or in a situation that reminds you of past failures? You must learn to love yourself through the missteps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively. Stop telling this story altogether. It says, actually, better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make up a new story. I think you're telling the same story. You're saying the same story. You're repeating the same thing over and over. The universe wants to love you deeply and will wait for you to figure that out. Tell a new story is what's going to really help you. Like telling a new story, you're going to believe it and you're going to take that path. The story of success is all but guaranteed, and you can do it. That's a message. You can do it.
Nice encouragement. All right, thank you, Yaneli.
Thank you, everybody. Again, this will be posted again. It'll be on YouTube, so you can come back to it. And it's also going to be on my podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Alexa, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. And thanks so much, everybody, for your participation. I hope we answered some questions, some good questions for you. And we will be doing this once a month. Do you have anything to say, Stoph?
Yeah, real quick. I just want to, before we jump off here, if Brooklyn and Patricia are still here, there was a couple of questions. Brooklyn says, can I go to your page and purchase a private reading? Yes, you may. And I do feel bad about the switch up earlier. So if you just want to connect with the person you were asking about, if you want to do a 30-minute psychic reading, because that's like one of the less expensive readings, I can do mediumship in that reading for you. So we can definitely connect with that person. Yeah. And then Patricia says, hey, Stopher, if I emailed you for a reading, would you like me to send photos or is that unnecessary? Thank you both. You really cut straight to the business. Yeah, Patricia, if you're still on, I don't need photos. I do readings either over the phone or on Zoom. I also do emailed readings, which I just connect with you based on your name. So I just need your real name. And then I just connect with spirit and your energy. And so, yeah, so I don't need photos. I actually prefer not to know what people look like unless I'm reading them like, face to face, but that's that.
Thank you, everybody. I don't know where you're all at, but thanks so much for being here with us. It's definitely time for me to munch down and eat something. So thank you so much. This has been a blessing. Thank you for sharing your energy, your light, your wisdom with us, and we're glad we were able to give it back.
Heck yeah. All
Heck
right.
yeah. We'll
See you
see you
next
next
month.
time. Take care. Love you. And thank you,
Bye.
Stopher. I love you too, Stopher.
Absolutely. Likewise. Peace
Yep,
always,
yep,
everyone.
yep. All right.